queen of comedy, Miss Monique, has blessed Club Shay Shay, man. Monique, listen, we owe her an apology. The world, me, you, them, they, zero, Z0, whatever. They all owe her an apology, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Monique said what Taraji P. Henson is now saying years and years and years ago, and we didn't really pay her any attention. She said it right, bro. It'd be the messenger. We pay too much attention to the messenger and not the message.
That's the problem that we're dealing with right now, Shannon.
Okay.
When we know something is wrong, everything Cat Williams sat here and said,
Right.
we all know it to be the truth. However, we get so caught up in, well, I ain't gonna say nothing.
Right.
Well, can you believe he said it? Or can you?
Or it's the messenger.
It's the messenger, baby. We get so caught up in the messenger that we'll overlook the message.
I feel like Monique is correct. A lot of what Monique is saying about how people didn't listen to her, Hollywood looked at her like she was crazy when she was asking for more money and asking for more opportunities, asking for better opportunities, asking for better wages, asking for comparable payments. She wanted to get paid on a scale of what her white counterparts was getting paid.
This is Monique, man. I'm telling you,
Baby, he be saying it like I'm a problem.
oh, you have been a problem.
Well, Steve, okay.
What was it? Let's go.
Let's go.
You started getting labeled as difficult.
Yes.
Why do you believe that happened? And do you see that changing, and why?
I got labeled as difficult, my husband and I. And my husband is Sydney, who happens to be my manager. We got labeled as difficult because I said one word, and that was no. Now, I said no to some very powerful people. I said no to Oprah Winfrey. I said no to Tyler Perry. I said no to Lee Daniels. And I said no to Lionsgate. And the difficulty came in when people that look like me, like Oprah, Tyler, Lee Daniels, and I gotta put my brother Steve on the list. Y'all knew I was not wrong. Each one of you said to me, Monique, you're not wrong. And when I heard you go on the air and you said, my sister done burnt too many bridges, and there's nothing I can do for her now. Steve, do you know how hurt I was?
Simone, now let me give you this. Because you and I had this conversation, I thought you went about it wrong. See, I felt that you had done yourself a disservice by the way you chose to go about it.
Tell me how I went about it.
I was cool with you, with your deal with Netflix. I was cool with you. The two problems that we had, number one, the boycott of Netflix,
yes.
We never gave people a point of action. Okay, if we're gonna boycott, are we gonna not get subscriptions? Are we gonna turn it off? Or are we gonna go down there and get signs? The second point, what was coming to me was, this problem that you had in Netflix is rich people problems. Cause they looking at us going, you talking about you didn't get millions, or you got this, you ought to be cool.
But when you say, Mo, it's the way you went about it, and I want to explain that, and I thank you for saying that. Inequality is devastating, and it's extreme. And when people said, Monique, do you think calling a boycott was extreme? You damn right. But isn't inequality extreme? So we've got to get to a place where we're unafraid to say it out loud.
Pretty much, Monique had a problem with getting paid this while her white counterparts was getting paid this. She spoke about it. Everybody had an issue with it. Nobody agreed with her. Say, yo, maybe we need to go about it this way. We need to go about it this way. Now, spin around years later, we all got sympathy for Taraji P. Henson.
If all of y'all said, this is the only issue I have with it, baby, when all of y'all said privately, to include Oprah, all of y'all said privately, I've done nothing wrong.
When you tell the truth, you have to deal with the repercussions of the truth. We black out here. We can't come out here and do it any kind of way we want to. Listen to me. Your husband can't be the Sydney that he really is out here.
Let me tell you something.
That flexing, we
tell
gotta
you
flex a different way. We out here in a game. This the money game. This ain't the black man's game. This ain't the white man's game. This is the money game.
But
we in the money game. And you cannot sacrifice yourself. The best thing you can do for poor people is not be one of them. You cannot help them.
We're in the money game, but let me tell you what the game is before the money game.
Like this.
Before the money game, it's called the integrity game. And we've lost the integrity worrying about the money.
But Mo,
wait a minute.
If I crumble, my children crumble, my grandchildren crumble. I cannot, for the sake of my integrity, stand up here and let everybody that's counting on me crumble so I can make a statement. There are ways to win the war in a different way. We got more right after this.
No sympathy for Monique though, you feel me? I'ma say it, bro. We all was wrong. We all owe Monique an apology. But let's fast forward from that, bro. Monique is now talking about Kevin Hart. What's the, like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Kevin Hart PR team gonna have to book him an interview with Uncle Shannon immediately, bro. Everybody who go up on there got something to say about you and none of it is good? I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Everybody can't be lying. Everybody can't be lying.
As soon as we got off the phone and they told us what Kevin's manager, David Becky, said, I called Kevin Hart immediately. I said, hey, baby, we just got off the phone with Endemol and they said Dave Becky called them up and said, you don't want anything to do with me. He said, Mo, that's a miscommunication. I can tell you right now. I said, wait a minute. Are you okay though with this white man calling them up? Getting in between our relationship after something you said. He said, Mo, that's a miscommunication and we're gonna talk Tuesday. Don't worry about it. I'm telling you right now, it's a miscommunication. That was 2 years ago. If you talk to him, I talk to him. I've never talked back to Kevin Hart again. So that's what we're faced with.
Monique and Cat Williams kind of saying two different things about Kevin Hart, but both of what they saying kind of goes to the personality and the core and the values that Kevin Hart like has. You know what I'm saying? Monique basically said the white man said Kevin Hart wants nothing to do with you because he already had it made up in his mind. Kevin Hart going, once I tell Kevin Hart not to have nothing to do with her, he not gonna have nothing to do with her because I'm his handler. Or, you know what I mean? You know, a lot of, what did Cat Williams say? Cat Williams said, oh, Kevin Hart is a plant. He was produced by people. Those same people he gotta make sure he please in a roundabout way without saying it. He said, he gotta keep the people that's in power, the people that's above him happy. And Monique pretty much is saying the same thing out here, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you. Monique said, I called Kevin Hart. I said, this person told me you want nothing to do with me. You want nothing to do with me. Is that true? He said, oh, don't worry about it, Monique. I'm gonna call you back. We're gonna clear it up. We're gonna straighten it up. It's a miscommunication. And then what? She said she haven't heard from Kevin Hart since. So listen, man, this right here is pretty much we gotta question Kevin Hart, who he is, who Kevin Hart is for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, is Kevin Hart an industry plant? Is Kevin Hart spineless? I don't know. But one thing I do know is Kevin Hart need to book an interview with Club Shay Shay and tell his part. Cause I ain't gonna lie, they making him look crazy on Club Shay Shay right now. At this point, Kevin Hart gonna think him and Shannon Sharp got beef. Like, bro, why everybody you bring on here dragging my name through the mud? Are they lying? But listen, man, I did my part on reporting and bringing y'all the information. I need y'all to do y'all part, man. Make sure you subscribe to the channel, like the video, share this for your boy, man. If you like unfiltered opinions, just straight up what I think, I ain't worried about nobody else who, come here. This is where you're gonna get it from. So like I said, subscribe, like the video, help the channel grow. It's appreciated. I'm gone.